Welcome to the Royal Holloway Student Union Elections 2021. My name is Huw Stephens. It's a pleasure to be your host as we discover who'll be leading your union in a, well, fingers crossed, post-pandemic world. That's the plan. Normally, of course, we'd be in the campus bar with a few VKs in hand announcing the big results. But you know how it is with the unprecedented state of the world as we come around to the new normal and we do things virtually, which is why I'm in my kitchen in a suit. Hopefully that's boxed off pandemic buzzword bingo for this evening. So strap yourself in and get ready for an evening of great entertainment with performances from the Musical Theatre Society, Savoy Opera and more. Also a look back on the special moments of 2020. And yes, that surprised me as well. And of course, we're all here for, the results of the 2021 Royal Holloway Students' Union elections. Now, for those of you that haven't the foggiest what this is all about, essentially, we're bringing you the results of this week's elections. That's school reps, NUS delegates, and sabbatical officers. And here with me tonight is someone that you are all very familiar with, the current SU president. It's Kate Roberts. Hello, Kate.
Thanks, Huw. If someone told me a year ago I would be hosting an online election show with Huw Stephens whilst in a global pandemic, I think I would have laughed at them. But this almost feels normal somehow. I want to thank Huw for hosting tonight and adding a fresher face to the affair, as these bags under my eyes show just how this year has gone. I hope you're all excited to find out the results. I know I am. But unfortunately, as you may know, I was not allowed to run this year as I have done my 2 terms, and apparently COVID is unprecedented, but not quite unprecedented enough to get me back for another year. We have amazing candidates running in the elections, and I hope you'll have seen all of their great work online over the past few weeks. Beyond our amazing candidates, you will have also seen Ron on the ballot paper. I wanted to clarify that this is obviously not a person called Ron, but the option to reopen nominations. Hopefully Ron has a very quiet evening.
And this is quite a twist because I thought Ron Weasley was running, you see, Kate.
Unfortunately not, Huw, although I guess Royal Holloway students have their own magical castle, so not too far off.
It is a lovely building that you've got there. Thank you very much, Kate. Also joining us this evening as our nosy neighbour and head announcer, we've got last year's president, Jack O'Neill. Hello, Jack.
Hello, everyone, and hi, Huw, and thanks for having me on tonight, and thanks for finally responding to my messages as well. So, election results, but virtual. How exciting. No awkward acceptance speeches, the ability to mute your presenter, like right now, and no calls to stop the count, hopefully. We'll see. In years gone by, candidates have battled with the beast from the east. Students have battled with candidates loitering outside Bedford Library trying to get their votes. But this year has really been a year like no other. Other than 2020, of course, in which case it's been exactly the same. Anyway, thanks for having me on tonight and good luck to all the candidates.
Absolutely. We'll be seeing more of Jack later. So as we go through tonight's show, we've got guest appearances, student performances, and some throwbacks as well for you, alongside the results of all those important positions. And since we've been talking about castles in Egham, or a palace by the sea, who knows, sit tight, grab a drink and a snack, of course, and let me introduce you to our first music break for tonight. The brilliant Charlie, Anna and India from Musical Theatre Society. You're going to perform Learn to Do It from the musical Anastasia.
You were born in a palace by the sea.
Palace by the sea.
Let it be, yes, and so you rode horseback when you were only 3.
Horseback riding, me.
Horse's name?
Romeo. You threw tantrums and terrorized the cook. How Papa shook
charming child.
Wrote the book, but you'd behave when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was, your long forgotten past. We've lost and lost to teach you, and the time is going fast.
All right, I'm ready.
Now shoulders back and stand up tall and do not walk but try to float.
I feel a little foolish. Am I floating?
Like a sinking boat.
You give a bow,
What happens now?
then receives a kiss.
Most of all, remember this.
If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in you knows it.
There's nothing to it. Follow in my footsteps. Sure, I should. You can learn to do it
too. Now elbows in and sit us straight and do not slug the stroganoff.
I never cared for
She
stroganoff.
said that like a Romanoff.
The samovar, the caviar.
Oh, dessert and then good night.
Not until you get this right.
If I can learn to
If
do
I
it,
can learn to
you
do
can learn
it,
to do
you
it.
can learn to do
Hold
it,
yourself together,
and you'll go through it.
Tell yourself it's easy,
And it's true,
You can learn to do
it too.
Now here's your great aunt Olga.
How she frolicked on the Volga.
Oh, the distant cousin Vanya loved his vodka.
Got it on.
No.
The Duke of Oldenburg was short.
Louisa Bond.
Had a
Horse.
Sergei.
Or a feathered
I
hat.
hear he's got him very fat.
And I recall his yellow cat.
I don't believe we told her that.
If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. Hold yourself together, that we'll go through it. Tell yourself it's easy, and it's true. You can learn to do it, nothing to it. You can learn to do it. You can learn to do it too.
Thank you, Anna, Charlie, and India from the Musical Theatre Society. Fantastic stuff. I'm now wondering if I can learn to do it.
If I can learn to do it, then you can learn to do it too, Huw.
We can all learn to do it. So this is a time to celebrate the future, but also a chance to look back at the year we've had beyond the Netflix binge watching, lots of great food, not enough exercise, even though I promised myself I would be fit at the beginning of lockdown. Didn't go quite to plan. How did you all spend your time? Hopefully a little bit better than mine. What can you tell us about this past year, Kate?
Actually, there's been quite a bit to talk about despite the pandemic. It's now been a year since I stood for election and a year since I was voted in as president of the Students' Union. And what a year it was. The voting period actually closed just as coronavirus was a distant threat from the news, and we had no idea what the next year would bring us. So it's safe to say nothing has played out as I expected when I was voted into this role. Literally nothing. It's been a challenge. It's been incredibly difficult at times, but it's also been the most amazing job and the most fantastic experience in the world. I could list you everything I've learned in the last year, but I think this would end up going on far too long. And I know realistically, you're just putting up with my face because you really want to know who'll be sitting in this chair next year. But I did think it would be particularly poignant to reflect on the last year, the challenges, the missed club nights, but most of all, the inspiring ways that students have stepped up and had their voice heard. Throwing the clock right back to March last year, myself as Vice President Education and previous President Jack O'Neill were knee-deep in daily discussions with the university about summer assessments. Having 2 elected representatives at the table made it possible for us to argue successfully for a safety net and best 90 policy, protecting student grades in a turbulent time. Since then, we've helped to develop the flexible education approach, secured a new extensions policy, and helped the university to understand the strain and impact the virus was having on the whole learning experience. By having a place at the top table in daily rapid response meetings, that's an 8:30 meeting every morning for a year, elected roles have ensured that the collective voice of students is heard and embedded in every decision. And it's not just on academic issues where we've had an impact. We've launched Royal Holloway, planned a whole events program, then had to change it all last minute when government guidance changed, supported those in isolation through the launch of an online shop, delivered wellbeing campaigns tackling housemating and sexual health, and launched a new digital advice centre and so much more. Alongside this is the fantastic work of our academic reps. While this week we've been voting for school reps, these roles have been instrumental in ensuring decisions that impact you on your course have student input. And it wouldn't be a year in review without touching on our amazing student groups. You guys have come together to deliver an exceptional array of online events. Yes, you've had your year scuppered by the pandemic, but that didn't stop you. Only last week, we saw amazing collaborations with the Abham and Friends virtual concert. MTS launched The Spinner, while netball and women's rugby had a virtual crossover social. The passion students have shown this year will be needed more than ever as we move out of the pandemic. Rebuilding won't be simple, and it's important that every student continues to have their voice heard by the top decision makers. That's why your votes this week matter. Who you choose tonight will go on to lead your union, and it's them that will need to grasp the new normal with both hands and ensure that students are at the heart of Royal Holloway's future.
Thank you very much, Kate. To pull a year like this during a pandemic is honestly remarkable, and you should all be proud of adapting and delivering in the way you have, despite all the challenges. I know the team were a bit nervous about the elections this year, of course, but it's turned out pretty well. 31 candidates in total, and hopefully every position filled, as long as Ron has a shocker this evening, of course. Things were a bit rocky with the life sciences and the environment school rep position, with no candidates coming forward initially, but somehow that has turned out to be the largest school rep election. And it's great to see as well the sabbatical officer roles all being contested again this year. Who knew people would want the job after a year like we've all had? Oh, hang on, what's it? Hello? Hello? Yeah, okay. Hi, listen, guys, a bit of an update in my ear. I'm just hearing that we've got an incoming Yeah, it's an incoming update. Kate, have you heard anything?
Yes, Huw, a breaking update just in. This year's turnout should now be visible on your screens, which compared to last year looks like this. A great turnout considering the circumstances. And to incentivise some competitive spirit between our 130 clubs and societies, we once again ran a prize for the first group under 50 members and the first group over 50 members to get 100% votes in from their members. I'm delighted to announce that the winning clubs are now available to share on your screens. Congratulations, there's 50 quid winging its way over to your restricted accounts in the next few days.
Thank you so much, Kate. Now, I know you're here for the results, but unfortunately, we're going to have to drag this out longer than the queue to get a summer ball ticket. Patience, my friends. I am joking, don't worry. It's finally time for some announcements. So over to you, Jack.
Yep, first up, we've got NUS Delegates. So each year, the National Union of Students hosts a conference where they discuss and vote on the agenda for the coming year. Think of it a little bit like the Eurovision Song Contest, except for rather than a song, there's lots of writing, and rather than a performance, there's a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Anyway, this is a voluntary position, and there are 3 positions up for grabs, as Kate, as president, gets to go automatically. Lucky Kate. And this year, it will all be done in the comfort of your own home rather than going to Liverpool. So the benefit of that, I suppose, is that you can go throughout the whole of conference without being sober, but we'll see. Anyway, Royal Holloway, it's time to find out who your NUS delegates are. Congratulations, Milo Dak, Maciek Pawlik, Hen Warwick.
Huge congratulations to all of you. You'll be enjoying the national conference from the comfort of your own home, then, as Jack said, in just under 2 weeks' time. Do you know what? I'm feeling flush. So let's keep going with this. Hit me with some school rep results.
We introduced school reps into these elections last year, and it's great to see so many candidates standing in the positions this year. Again, these are voluntary roles, and this year school reps have been working hard alongside the academic reps in their schools to secure changes across campus. And with big conversations coming up, I'm excited to see who'll be taking those talks forward.
Thank you, Kate. There's 6 of them, so we better crack on. We'll be giving these results out in alphabetical order. So the first school up is the School of Business and Management. There were 2 candidates for this role, so good luck to both. And the winner is Toby Bates.
Huge congratulations to you. Who's up next, Jack?
We've got the School of Engineering, Physical and Mathematical Sciences next. There's only one candidate for this role, so hopefully Ron has kept his head down. And the winner is Joshua Newman. Up next, we've got the School of Humanities, and this was another contested election, so good luck to both of the candidates. And the winner is Ananya Krishna.
Congratulations, everyone.
It took a while to breathe life into this race given the current environment, but we actually ended up with a really strong contested election for the School of Life Sciences and the Environment. So once again, good luck to all the candidates, and let's find out who won. And the winner is Leah Davies-Valles. Congratulations. We'll now move on to the final two school rep election results. For both of these races, there was only one candidate, so fingers crossed that Ron has kept to themselves. First of all, we have the School of Law and Social Sciences. And the winner is Nelissa Wilkinson. Congratulations, Nelissa, and good luck for the year ahead. And finally, we have the School of Performing and Digital Arts. This school will be represented by Olivia Earle. Congratulations to all new school reps. Ron, you've lost. Yeah, you've lost all of them. Just come back next year, okay? Yeah, cheers. Anyway, well done to all of the candidates.
Huge congratulations to all our winners, and a massive thank you to all the candidates as well. You did everyone at the SU proud. It's time for us to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, as we will be right back with some more results after this very special performance from Savoy Opera with regular Royal Queen.
Then one of us will be a queen and sit on a golden throne, with a crown instead of a hat on her head and diamonds all her own, with a beautiful robe of gold and green. I always understood. I wonder whether she'd wear a feather. I rather think she should.
Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I mean to be a regular royal queen. No half and half affair, I mean no half and half affair, but a right down regular royal queen. She'll ride about with a carriage and fair, and a king on the left-hand side, with a milk-white horse as a matter of course whenever she wants to ride, and this beautiful silver shoe to wear upon her dainty feet, and endless stocks of beautiful frocks, and whatever she wants to eat. Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I mean to be a regular royal queen. No half and half affair, I mean no half and half affair, but a right down regular royal queen.
Whenever she condescends to walk, be sure she'll show you that, with a haughty stare and her nose in the air like a well-born aristocrat. In elegant high society talk, she'll bear away the bell with a how do you do and a how are you, and I trust I see you well.
Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I mean to be a regular royal queen. No half and half affair, I mean no half and half affair, but a right down regular royal queen.
And hobo lords scrape and bow and double themselves in two, and open your eyes with frank surprise, whatever she likes to do. And everybody will roundly vow she's fair as the flowers in May, and say how clever whatsoever she'll condescend to say.
Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I mean to be a regular royal queen. No half and half affair, I mean no half and half affair, but a right down regular royal queen. Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I mean to be a regular royal queen. A right down regular
Thank you so much to Savoy for that spectacular performance, and well done to everybody involved. Kate, I've got a question for you. Is BNOC still used around campus? Because I think that's one of the perks when elected.
Absolutely not. But you do get the occasional offer of a drink on a night out, though.
Which sounds like a pretty decent deal to me.
Well, it's either that or you attempt to fix someone's problem whilst under the influence. And I'm amazed that people still remember to email me the next day, if I'm honest. And a few years back, I think it was 2014, one of the candidates ran a YouTube video campaign that went viral. I think it reached over 90,000 views and was covered by the BBC. Should we play it?
Let's do it.
Hey, Jason, can we go voting?
What?
Ho! Sports and development is a new president in the SU. He's on the money, I'm not being funny. We're all voting Jason.
Walk up to the union like, what up? I'm a B-Nuck. I'm so pumped about some gear from the college shop. Bears on the logo, it's so damn funky. The people are like, damn, that's a real sports junkie. 2.5 years ago, I was there tennising. Second week, second team, hashtag winning. I became captain, taking on responsibility, but ain't about my glory. Give the team every piece of me. Tennis. And man, I've been president since. Look at what I did with tennis, we doubled our membership. One team of the year, got the performance package. 10,000 pounds of funding, man. PIR so treasurer. Vote for me and I can help you with your sponsorship. I'ma take that big old style. Now for real, I asked Ian, can I have your hand-me-down? 6 months and counting, I've been in the office. Rocking student activities, just like Colossus. Who organizes fixtures? I organize the fixtures. Rearrange the matches, I can get you pictures. Hello, I'm not done, hell no. You give me these teams, I'll take them to another level. I could take that logo, make it cool, sell these. All the freshers be like, oh, I got the onesies.
Sports and development needs a new president in the SU. He's on the money, I'm not being funny. We're all voting Jason. Sports and development needs a new president in the SU. He's on the money, I'm not being funny. We're all voting Jason.
What you know about rocking the bear on your noggin? Let me tell you how I plan to make the bears win. I'm digging, I'm searching right through that app store. I'm looking hard, cannot find what I want. Thank the SU for renewing that old button. Let's suck, cause now I know how to make it just right. I'll make an app, you can follow every bear fight. I'ma bring that hype every Wednesday bears. Like your polo, your fencing, your football, your dancing. I'll take those all alumni, bring them back here. I will treat them like a lover. Your old captain becomes your new careers advisor. Get you a job, you don't have to move back to mine. They be like, oh, college cards are hella tight. I'm like, yo, membership services though. Limited edition, let's do some simple addition. Combine SU and college card, now that will be the bee's knees. It can show its stocks and clubs you're in. And one day you could pay and stumble in. You're just dreaming though, yeah, but improving by membership, girl, I can make it so. Peep gang, come and take a look through my telescope. Trying to find passion like mine, man, you hella won't. Man, you hella won't.
That's you. Let's go vote.
Sports and development is a new president in the SU. He's on the money, I'm not being funny. We're all voting Jason. He'll take a big dog's role. He'll be incredible. Jason deserves your vote. Take sport to the next level. He'll take a big dog's role.
Damn right.
He'll be incredible.
Now come on, man.
Jason deserves your vote. Take sport to the next level.
Let's go.
Sports and development is a new president in the SU. He's on the money, I'm not being funny. We're all voting Jason.
Bro, do you even vote?
I'd absolutely forgotten that song existed. Pretty cool that it went viral though. Anyway, do you know what, Jack? I reckon it's time for another announcement.
Oh, go on then. Well, what an interesting year to be representing student groups, especially when we can't all even be in the same room together. We all know that running student groups can be a real challenge. Even before the pandemic, there were difficulties such as deciding what events to run, when to run them, and also what pub to go to afterwards. But this year, student groups have really taken it to another level, adapting to online-only engagement, running events such as virtual tours, debates, quizzes, quizzes? Wait, do people still do quizzes? I thought everyone was fed up of that about 11 months ago. Anyway, we'll move on. Student groups have really knocked it out the park this year, but next year is going to be a challenge, working out how best to get them up and running again and used to the new normal. But the question is, who is up for that challenge? We're about to find out. Royal Holloway, your new VP Societies and Sports is... Alex Parry. Congratulations to the new VP Societies and Sports.
Huge congratulations to our winner, and well done to all candidates for a fantastic campaign. And talking of student groups though, here's a performance now by MTS's Liv, Catherine and Megan of Up the Ladder from the musical Everyday Rapture.
Come with me, and we shall run across the sky and illuminate the night. Oh, I will try and guide you to better times and brighter days. Don't be afraid to come up the ladder to the roof, where we can see heaven much better. Come up the ladder to the roof, where we can be, closer to heaven. Stay with me, and we shall let expression sing. Hear freedom in our city. Bring memories of yesterday's broken dream. Don't you know it'll all fade away? I know it's time to go up the ladder to the roof, where we can see heaven much better. Go up the ladder to the roof, where we can be, closer to. We will laugh and I'll tell you the story of love, how it is and the happiness in it, baby. Combine our loves and together we will travel the world to the finding of loneliness. I will never ever, as we understand our love, we will grow stronger and stronger. Yeah, go up the ladder to the roof, where we can see heaven much better. Go up the ladder to the roof, where we can be. Go up the ladder to the roof, where we can see heaven much better. Go up the ladder to the roof, where we can be, closer to heaven. Go up the ladder to the roof.
Welcome back. Tell you what, Royal Holloway, you are smashing out one hell of an event this evening. Okay, Kate, what's coming up?
Up next, we've got the results for Vice President Wellbeing and Diversity, a really important role each and every year, but this year particularly has seen some massive challenges around socialisation and self-motivation. We've all felt the struggle this year, and whilst it's great that we're on the right track to socialisation town, the next VP Wellbeing and Diversity will have to prioritise making sure people are safe, letting their likely quite overgrown hair down in the SU next year.
Thanks, Kate. I've got 99 problems, but overgrown hair certainly isn't one. And I, for one, am really looking forward to that summer ball ticket that I was promised to. 2 years as a Sab and no S-Club party to see it out. The injustice. Anyway, back to the election results now, and next up, VP Wellbeing and Diversity. We've got two fantastic candidates in the running, but only one can be the next VP Wellbeing and Diversity. So let's find out who won the race. Royal Holloway, your next VP Wellbeing and Diversity is Alice Gouda.
Congratulations again to our winner and to all the candidates. We've got more results coming up for you, but first it's time for one of our Erasmus students, Jude, to perform Crazy by Niles Barkley. Jude, are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you for offering me the chance to perform today. I remember when I lost my mind. There was some so pleasant about our plans. Even your mission got an echo in so much space. When you're unfair with our care, yeah, I was out of touch. It wasn't because I didn't know I just knew too much. That's what make me crazy. That's what make me crazy. That's what make me crazy. What's me? And I hope that you're having the time of your life. Think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now. Who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. But I think you're crazy. But I think you're crazy. Just like me. But I think you're crazy. But I think you're crazy. But I think you're crazy. Just like me.
Thank you so much to Jude, and welcome back, everybody. This year is the first year that campaigning has been entirely online. Usually there'd be banners and posters and stickers and people dressed up in weird costumes, blocking the routes to the library, that kind of thing. Now, whilst we haven't missed the snarky posts on Hateaway about candidates being loud on campus, it's safe to say that this year's candidates did have it tough. So candidate question time became something of a Zoom inception, with candidates taking on the big questions on the big Zoom. I don't think anyone missed the aggressively bright lights changing colour to indicate time left, although you do wonder whether that's the kind of pressure that sets people up for success, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, those lights were definitely something, Huw. And thinking about it makes me miss the SU, though.
Yeah, and going to work, changing lives.
Sure, but also the VKs and the SU after a long week.
Okay, right. Well, being an officer comes with some perks then, obviously. Up next, we've got the results for Vice President Education. I bet that's been a fun job this year and not at all challenging.
The winning candidate will be working with academic reps to ensure that your education is the best that it can be. Lobbying college to make sure that your voice is heard in all areas of your education. But most importantly, the winner will have the phrase representing your academic interests ingrained in their mind, and Kate and I can attest to that. There were 5 wonderful candidates for this position this year, but only one can be the new Vice President Education. So let's find out who won. Royal Holloway, your new VP Education is Mayor Jarvis.
Huge congratulations. Even through a pandemic, creative students are still smashing out their performances. Excellent stuff there. So there's only one position left. It's the top dog, the big one. Who will take the lead? The SU president. Jack, over to you.
The final one. Leading the union through thick and thin, rain or shine, precedented and unprecedented. The role of president really is varied. On one day, you'll be working with the media outlets, on another, lobbying the college on their strategy, and on another, modelling new merchandise in the SU shop. Even though I was never actually asked to do that, but who knows, maybe you will. Doing all of this whilst juggling the inbox and working with you to make sure that positive change happens across campus. It was absolutely wonderful to see such a contested election for this position, but only one person can be the next Royal Holloway Students' Union president, and we're about to find out who. So, buckle your seatbelts, folks. The next Royal Holloway Students' Union president is Hen Warwick.
So there we have it. Congratulations to our winners this evening. We hope you get to celebrate. A massive thank you to all the candidates for making these elections such a success. You should all be really proud of the campaigns that you ran. And I wish you all the very best for the future. Thank you to everyone involved in making tonight happen as well. It hasn't been easy putting it together. Thanks to all the fabulous performers that we've enjoyed, and to you at home for joining us as well. Have a great Easter break, and we'll see you soon. I'll leave you all with the sounds of our two music students, Jess and Mel Donahue from Intermission UK. Take care.
The midnight sky's the road I'm taking, head high up in the clouds. Whoa, I was gonna run and come down to it one. No, I don't need to be loved by fire in my lungs, like the devil on the tongue. No, I don't need to be loved by you. See my lips on that mouth, everybody's talking now, baby. Ooh, you know it's true. Yeah, that I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved.
Unbelievable!